Hi there. I wanted to take a minute and just talk about Sean Palmer's leadership reaction course. I got a lot out of this Saturday afternoon, and it was kind of unbelievable because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I walked in the door. He had sent an email with a questionnaire prior to the reaction course, and you answer about 45 questions, and it's kind of like a personality test. So that was really the only exposure I had to any kind of material. I hadn't met Sean before, and so when I walked in, I really didn't know what to expect. And throughout the entire afternoon, I was extremely and pleasantly surprised to find out how amazing this material is. Not only the material, but the experience that Sean provides. He's just an incredible guy. And he takes so much care to put intention and focus and this really personal touch onto his delivery of the content so that you really feel a part of the experience rather than just sitting in a room while somebody's just like killing you with a PowerPoint presentation or just sitting there kind of talking at you for a long period of time. He really does a great job of breaking it up into these just little tiny bite-sized chunks of information mixed in with activities and kind of anecdotal stories that make it incredibly engaging, while at the same time asking so many questions to kind of get the audience participation going. And it just created such an incredible vibe. And the one thing that I was like blown away with right off the bat was that he learned everybody's name before we began. And it wasn't like it wasn't that he sat down and like, I'm gonna learn everybody's name, hold on real, he didn't like break everything up to like learn everybody's name. It was really, he learned everybody's name upon like introducing himself when you walked in the door. And then we were all like mingling and eating some food and having some drinks before we actually sat down. And so he learned everybody's name while he was like introducing himself to you, so that when we all sat down in a big group, he just went through and kind of called everybody out. And it was such a personal touch of attention to detail that, yeah, it was really incredible to see that kind of leadership modeled, where it was like he cared, and he put that type of focus into it before we even began. So it made my wall just come down and be like, wait a second, this guy cares enough to learn not only my name, but like everybody else in the room. It's like, not only is that just an impressive feat, but it's the intention behind it that I felt like, oh, okay, I really want to know what this guy has to say, because if he takes that much attention just in introductions, I'm really excited to see what he has to say about the like really like meat and potatoes of what he's actually bringing to the table here. When it came to the content itself, again, I can't speak higher of it. It was so awesome to learn about servant leadership, and his kind of ideology of leadership was really remarkable. It will stay with me forever in just this one afternoon of getting to kind of handle this content. I'm excited to really dive into the rest of his content, because when he talked about servant leadership, it was something I had never heard before, and it makes so much sense, and it makes leadership accessible to everybody. It's not a label that we wear. He puts it in a way that's like it's a tool belt that we all have access to, meaning there's all these different styles of leadership that you can choose from, and that certain styles work better in certain scenarios, and it's actually up to you as the leader to choose which leadership style fits best for the environment or situation that you find yourself. It was genius. It really is a beautiful way to think about leadership, rather than saying, no, you have to be an authoritarian leader all the time and what I say goes in every situation, or a democratic leadership where you are kind of, you know, governing by committee and really getting everybody's input, he really made a strong case for why, each one of these, 6 styles of leadership work in this scenario, but not really in this one, or why they don't work if you use them all the time, and how over time they kind of, have these effects on the people that you're leading. It was really, really incredible. And then it came time for like the big activity where we got to kind of do this really group activity, and it was a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil it for you because I really want you to attend and get this information yourself, but just know that he puts a lot of care and a lot of attention into every single aspect of the leadership reaction course, and I can't speak high enough of it. And I really, really, really hope that you take the time out of your life, out of your Saturday, and go participate in one. I know that you will enjoy and get so much out of it.